was super excited to find out we were having a boy. Gave us one of each. Everything went normal mom stuff. Cravings, running around, grabbing her whatever she wanted, just babying her, trying to make sure we had the most pleasant pregnancy that we could have.
It was very exciting. There was no issues with the pregnancy, no issues at all actually. You know, they didn't catch it when he was born. They did hear a murmur, but there was no other symptoms as far as him turning blue or anything, so they didn't do any further testing at that point. So when he was about 18 months old, he ended up with strep in the middle of summer, which is kind of unusual. Whenever we went to the doctor, she heard the murmur again, and she had asked if we had ever had it checked out, which we had not. And so she referred us to Arkansas Children's Hospital, and that's when we did the echo and everything like that, and that's when we found out that he did have the heart defects. They diagnosed him with the ASD and the VSD. During surgery, they found that that wasn't the case. He did have the ASD, which they patched during that surgery. He also has a double orifice mitral valve, which is actually very rare. It was very hard. We didn't know that this world of congenital heart defects even existed. When you think of heart issues or problems, you think of older people, you know, the high blood pressure and those kind of things. So when he was diagnosed, we were very, very shocked and kind of just thrown into this world that we knew nothing about.
It was absolutely heartbreaking. There was nothing I can do.
Honestly, the first thing that went through my mind was, is he gonna die? How serious is this? You know, is this fixable, which now we know it's never just fixed. There's repairs, of course, but it doesn't just fix his heart. So at that first moment, it was, how long do we have with him?
It was overwhelming. I just wish I could switch places with him so bad. The surgery, and it was a blur. Like, I don't remember anything. Everything just ran together. It was so stressful, so I don't even know how to explain it. I don't remember that day hardly at all.
As a mom, I'm very anxious. I'm handing my child off to someone else, and there's nothing that I can do but just sit back and wait. So it was a very rough day. He's got an older sibling that I had to take care of, so I couldn't just break down and show these emotions. I
just remember one little story that of all the things that was hooked up to him and all the things he was going through, that little pulse ox, the little light on his toe, he would just, ow, my toe hurts, and it was just the sweetest thing. Of all the things, that was the things he was complaining about. It just was, I don't know, it was sweet.
The surgery itself lasted like 5 hours or so. His recovery went very well. We went in on a Thursday morning. He was home by Sunday afternoon. So 4 days, and it was incredible. And he surpassed all the doctor's expectations. You know, they told us, you know, a week at least, and he just, every milestone, he just, you know, hit it with greater expectations than expected, so.
He was so resilient. He met everything and just dealt with it. I mean, he was in the hospital like 3 or 4 days, and he was back home running around. It was just amazing.
We've always been very honest with him about everything. We don't want to sugarcoat it as much because we want him to know exactly what's going on. So at his age, we kind of explain it to the best of what he could understand. So he knows exactly how many defects he was born with.
4 heart defects.
The names of them he kind of doesn't do very well with, but he gets the general idea. He doesn't remember the surgery at all. We've explained to him that, you know, one day that there's a possibility that there's going to be another one. Back in March of last year, they actually found another one, a 4th defect, that is the bicuspid aortic valve. It was barely, the 2 leaflets are barely fused together. There was not causing any issues, no regurgitation there. So they're just kind of leaving it alone and just kind of watching it for the time being.
They unzipped me, they patched me up and zipped me back up.
He's known to our family as Super Zipper Man. So he's got a cape and everything of his own, so he's definitely a superhero to us. It has not slowed him down at all. He actually had more energy after his surgery. He's a very laid-back child anyway, and after the surgery, he just had so much more energy. You could tell that the surgery did wonders on him. Just 10 months after his open heart surgery, he was on the field playing t-ball, and he's played baseball every year since.
Now you would not know that he had anything wrong with him. He plays just as hard as anybody else. He runs around. He thinks he's Barry Allen, the Flash. He's just everywhere, bouncing off the walls like every other little kid. You can't slow him down.
It's just his everyday life. He just takes it and goes with it.
Our family loves the American Heart Association. We love the advocacy, we love the research, the support, the politics that drive the initiatives like the pulse ox for the newborns. Your money is funding some awesome things for the Heart Association.